let's be honest, I don't make these rules, but society is cruel to fat, overweight women. And men, but especially women. You know, like, you look at my girlfriend here, Natasha, every single day she gets her DMs smashed, marriage proposals, like almost every 10 minutes. Ting, 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 you look amazing. Oh my God, you have the best body ever. Marry me, marry me, marry me. You know, Natasha could probably have like 10,000 husbands by now. You know, it is. And if she was fat and overweight, she wouldn't get that attention. She wouldn't be making the money she's making now. She wouldn't have the lifestyle she has now. She wouldn't have the freedom she has now. Right? We're judged on our aesthetic. And women, they're like, oh, this is not fair. You know, just take me as I am. Love me here as I am. And I agree. But at the same time, if you say to a woman, what do you call a man under 6 foot? Most women would say, what? What do you call a guy under 6 foot? Oh, you call him a friend. So women will say one thing, don't judge me. But if you're under 6 foot as a guy, you know, in a Western culture, you have it pretty tough with women, unless you've got money or status. This is how it is. Women prefer guys my height, 6 foot. You know, 6'2". Higher than that, maybe it's not so much. Depends. But in general, just 6 foot. You know, ask women. 6 foot's the goal. I talk to a lot of women. I've had, you know, catfish accounts on various dating profiles. You know, I've used my images, other people's images. I just, you know, I study this. I love it. I love human communication. But I see women out there suffering, absolutely suffering. They want to lose weight. You know, they'll use a picture on their Bumble. You know, I want an honest man, and they'll use a picture with a heavy filter. And they use a certain angle or body tune, make themselves look slimmer, and then you meet them in real life, and they're actually 10, 20, 40 kilos more. Okay? And they're like, oh, I did that because I didn't want someone to say no. But I'm like, well, you know, and I talk to these guys, and they're like, oh, but, you know, what if I lied and said I was 6 foot when I'm 5'10", you know, or if I'm 5'4"? I remember that one time, back in 2016, you know, I was talking to this lady about how women judge men on their height, and she was saying, yes, that's okay, like that's how it is, like we have to select, you know, a tall, strong man. And then I mentioned about, you know, women get judged in their weight, and she's like, that's so wrong. I was just thinking, like, I said, you know, respectfully saying you're delusional. You know, you're delusional, thinking it's okay for you to judge someone, but you can't hack being judged. Like, if you're going to give it, you got to be able to take it. You know, but yeah, women just suffer, man. Women absolutely suffer. They eat the wrong things. They're told that certain foods are bad. Women, just please let me help you get skinny. Let me help you have a better quality of life. Maybe you're married, all right? Maybe you're married. You're not looking for another guy. You just want to, you know, have more attention from your man that you care about, and you know that the excess weight you're losing your aesthetic, all right? People say, oh, but, you know, you've had a fat girlfriend once, Harley. Like, well, you know, yeah, but I can make any girl skinny, like freely. Like, she was like 70 something kilos, so 73 kilos and 165 centimeters. She wasn't obese, but she wasn't how she is now. She wasn't 20 kilos lighter, you know. So, like, do you really think that she would have the money and the fame, and I could have set up with my friend Robin? Do you think he would have wanted to be with her when she was dead broke, 73 kilos? Not a chance in heck, you know, not a chance at all. All right, he wouldn't even give her time of day. He would just, she'd ask him a question, he'd be like, cool, see ya, gotta go. That's how important it is to lose weight as a woman. Like, it changes your whole life. But women do it the wrong way. Women starve themselves. Like, I'll use Fred as an example because she doesn't mind. She's on social media. You know, people say, oh, well, I want someone in their 40s that can prove that you're. Look at Freya now. You know, I saw her in August. She's still rail thin. She's riding the bike. She's eating the magic foods. She's doing the magic protocols that I teach that work for every single woman out there. You know, I'm just like, why would you question that? Why would you question my protocols? Like, do you know how long it takes to get results? It's not like you can just sort of like, okay, durianrider, let's do this, and you've just wasted the last 2 years arguing with me. Like, you're basically you're growing a fruit farm and you spend 2 years debating with me or hesitating, you've lost 2 years of fantastic time opportunity. You don't get that back. You've lost 2 years where you could have been skinnier and fitter and better mood and having better fun. All right. So it's just, but again, a lot of women want it, but they won't put the work in. Like, freely put the work in. All right. It was hard to convince her, but then I was like, dude, I'm just trying to help you. Like, you want to be skinny, just listen to me and do this. And eventually she came around. But I know some people, they're stubborn, or they're like, no, this doesn't work, or but. And I'm like, there's nobody out there who gets better results for women than me. Nobody. And that sounds, oh my God, you're so arrogant. That's just the truth. Arrogant, yes. Cocky, yes. Grandiose, of course. Absolute truth, 1,000 million zillion trillion %. That is the truth. Nobody gets better results for women than me when it comes to being slim and being sane and not having to destroy your mood, destroy your relationships. Oh man, this pains me. I see people all the time. I talk to so many people on the internet. I talk to people from basically 6 a.m. till midnight most days of the week, in person, online for the last 20 years. Literally. And I'm always talking to people. That's why I dress in my certain outfits so you can spot me. I want to hear what you got to say. I'm obsessed about this stuff, and the things I hear, and I'm just like, man, I've seen people, I've known people shut their hand off to lose weight, literally. I've known people who've ended their life, right, because I thought they could never get skinny, and I'm just like, man, that's so sad. That really makes me feel really sad that people out there just think they can't get skinny, like women can't get slim. You might not be as tall as Natasha, you might not have the bone structure Natasha has. But I can definitely get you the skinniest, healthiest, of your life. We're not talking anorexic. We're talking body mass index over 18. I don't recommend going under 18. I mean, maybe if you're like a 4'11 Asian, maybe you can. But under 18, generally for most women, is getting too light. All right, 18 to 20 BMI, we're in the money zone there. All right, we're in the golden ticket there. That's just when doors open for you. Things just get better. But it's, I see people get there, but they're not enjoying it because they got there the wrong way. It's a bit like I could go and get a brand new Porsche today. I could literally walk into the dealership here in Adelaide, Australia, and buy the latest bling bling Porsche. Park up my driveway. Cool, got it done. Be happy for it a day or a week, and then go, jam, this thing's a pain in the ass to look after. Or I could go and steal one. I could go and find out the best car thief in Adelaide and pay him 10 or 20 grand or whatever. Maybe just a couple of grand. Say, steal in the Porsche, get it running, and I'll give you $1,000, and that's mine. I could do that. And I could park in my driveway and go, damn, the cops are going to come around, someone's going to spot it, it's this bling, hot Porsche, and I'll have panic, I'll have anxiety, just thinking, man, the cops are going to come around and take the Porsche away. Say when you get the slim results the wrong way, that's not sustainable. And the metabolic rebound's coming for you. It's coming for you, right? And if you're not doing my protocol, that rebound's going to be really, really vicious. Really vicious, all right? It might trigger breast cancer. It might trigger, a time in a mental ward. I've seen all these things, It might trigger, like, total just emotional breakdown. Maybe you don't go to mental ward, but you feel like that's your life now. I've seen it all. I've literally seen it all when it comes to the catastrophic effects of metabolic rebound, physically and mentally for women. I've been studying this as a personal passion since 1994, 1993. When I was in high school, and there was a chick there, she had amazing physique. Like, fast forward today, if it was 2022, she was on TikTok or whatever, she could blow it up. She could blow it. She had one of those really just, a great physique, tight, toned, athletic. But she wasn't very popular because she was a bit of a quirky one, a bit like me today. But then she got obese. She probably was like 50 kilos, 53 kilos, like a tight, hot body like Natasha. Bit shorter, but like Natasha, just a real sandwich waist, like a waist you could grab like a sandwich. And then I saw her about a year later, after school finished, and she was out of a house on this road that was near the bus stop, and it didn't have a back fence back then. And she was playing with her brothers, and I was like, hang on, is that such and such? No, that can't be, because she's so fat. She looked like a whale. She was big mama. And I thought, I had to walk over there and just double check. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was like a moth to the light, the flame. I walked across the road and I was like, hey. She's like, hey. Yeah, we didn't really talk much, but we'd say good day to each other in school, but not. I was pretty shy about that. I wouldn't really talk that much to girls I didn't really know well. And I kept walking, and I was just like, I don't know what to do. How did that happen? How did she get so fat? What just did I see? And you might know people like that. Might even be you. Okay? And then it happened again and again and again with other people I knew. Other women I knew. And it happens more aggressively with women because women diet harder. And I was just like, man, like, how can I help? And I saw the pain in the eyes. I saw the pain in the face. Because if you're a woman, you're judging your appearance. That's your social currency. Like a man, you're judged on your height and what you can provide. That's your social currency, your status, money, power. How tall are you? Do you look like a Hollywood model or not? Things like that. So it's just our social currency. It's just how it is. I don't say it's right. I just say that's just how it is. And so I was just like, how can I, So I guess that triggered my question of how can I help women like this, and men, but mostly women, because it affects women the worst. Because you can be a fat guy, and that's all right. That's not too bad. But a fat woman, damn, that's you really going to be judged really, really harshly. Right? You can be a guy who's a bit over. Like, women prefer guys who are a bit overweight than underweight. Men prefer women who are a bit underweight in society's eyes versus overweight in society's eyes. Like, if you're a guy and you're ripped and you're vascular, other guys are like, yeah, man, you're ripped, you're vascular, yeah, you're lean, cool. Women don't want ripped abs and veins everywhere. Most women find that unappealing. They prefer a guy a little bit overweight in society's norms than a bit underweight in society's norms. Right? This is the general consensus of 99% of women out there. Regardless of your diet or your personality, just physically speaking, chop your face off, take your height out of it, just physically, or physical appearance, okay? Women prefer a guy who's slightly overweight than a guy who's slightly underweight. And Western men prefer a woman who's slightly underweight in social norms than a woman who's slightly overweight. This is how it is. I don't make the rules. These are just how it is. So yeah, it's just, so women just please let me help you. Let me help you get the results, all right? Visit durianrider.com. I highly recommend you get my ebooks. If you want that one-on-one personal training, that's full-on support, right? It's really hard to be your best without support. I'd say it's impossible. Let me give you the support that I gave, freely, or any woman in my life. I've helped transform their careers, their finances, their health, their fitness, and especially their aesthetic. Natasha's been doing my protocol since she was 15. Natasha's one of the smartest women, probably the smartest woman I've ever met. She is just incredibly smart. I don't mean like academic. She's smart like that as well, but that doesn't really mean much to me. She's smart in real world sense. She has some sensibilities about her. She is just so freaking logical. All right, she's just amazing, absolutely amazing. And that I find, for me, that's my main intellect with Natasha. Right? She's a smoking hot babe, and she's could be an international model, runway model, etc. Lingerie, bikini, the works, everything. She could be a $10,000 hooker a night in Dubai, no doubt. And that's great, but it's who she are as a person. Her logic, I was just like, man, she's a special one. All right, so she's very, very rare. She's very, very rare, and I'm very grateful to have her in my life. But that's what I've been rewarded with, my obsession with helping women. I've been paid back a zillion times. Right? My desire to help women be their best versions of themselves and have a rich lifestyle where you're the best mum you can be. You're the best grandma, you're the best non-mum. You're a mum to cats or whatever. The best female you can be. I'm here to help you. Visit durianrider.com for more information. And just ask yourself one question. Do you want your best aesthetic for where you are today in your life? You might be 18, You might be 80. I'll help you get your best aesthetic relative to you and your genetics and your location where you live. Right? But all these things work regardless of your situation. It's affordable for a reason. I want to help you help yourself.